This M6 was purchased by a friend of mine off of Bring a Trailer some years ago. Upon receiving the car, he put it with his collection of other BMWs and never drove it much. He had issues with the car after receiving it and just didn't enjoy driving the car. So he wanted to buy his first Porsche. I found a solution and that he wanted to go vintage racing, so I swapped him a vintage racing Porsche for this beautiful 1988 M6. You know, this is the classic cool BMW for me of my generation. The shark nose cars are so rare. I think they imported 16 or 1,700 of these cars in the 87, 88, 89 time frame, so they're extremely rare. And I just think they have just a really beautiful profile and a very comfortable car to enjoy. They have way too many cool features that people don't realize, from a refrigerated rear armrest that has cutouts for cans so you can keep your drinks cold, to motorized headrests, motorized leg bolsters, seat memory. They were really a time ahead when they were built. And the beautiful, beautiful engine, beautiful to drive, beautiful to shift, beautiful to brake. They've just got it all going on. This car had a lot of issues, and the first issue being that you couldn't drive it over 45 miles an hour because your vision would go blurred from the shaking of the car. Someone had the BBS center wheels powder coated and reassembled them without cleaning off the surfaces where the hats mate. And so the wheels had a half-inch run out. So as you're driving down the road, the steering wheel would just violently shake in your hand, and it would make it impossible to drive. So hence the reason my friend never drove it. Radio that didn't produce any sound. Cruise control that didn't work. Things like that. And so I pulled the lower dash apart and found all the electrical wiring problems and what people had done putting an aftermarket security system in the car improperly, and pulled all that out. Took about 2.5 pounds of aftermarket wire out of the car and got all the electrical gremlins fixed, from the light under the hood to the light in the trunk to all the seat functions, repaired the cruise control module, and just made it just a really great car. This car with an old school 5-speed transmission, old feel to it. It's just a thrill. All these hills are so tight, and you're upshifting and downshifting and braking, and it's just nonstop entertainment. And of course, Classic Motorsports did a great job of giving us the proper roads to enjoy a car like this on. So it's just fantastic. Someone wants to buy one of these. They're not very common cars, found out, and you have to realize that there's not a lot of parts available for them. So you need to get a car that everything works first. They're notorious for little things going out that are very specific to this year and model car. This particular car has a non-functioning air conditioning, and I know it's wrong. So I will go back and have to reproduce that part because that part's not available. So if you want, if you have a non-functioning air conditioning or those things, you need to account for time, money, effort, or skill to repair those kinds of things, because they are very uncommon cars and not a lot of parts to back you up. You got to get on the Facebook shark nose pages, the Facebook era of this car pages for the M's, and really look out for social media to help you get what you need to keep these beautiful cars back on the road. Keep them on the road and back running as new.
If you like this video and want to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And to see more stories like this, visit us online at classicmotorsports.com.